Hi there. Am I on? Yes. I can see red light burning. Yeah. Um, Good evening, folks. Um, yeah. These are very special days at this moment. We're in the heart of the corona disease. For people who watch this movie, well, at this moment, they will probably know what corona is. But for those who doesn't, corona is quite a scary disease. Well, people die from it. Not all, but some. And it came from China, and it's not very pleasant. So, in in these days, people closed, well, practically everything. It's just like stay home, and stay home. But things gotten a bit better in these days, and the hotels and restaurants have opened again. Well, finally, I can do what I want to do. I'm Hotelsmurf, and well, what I love to do is do walkarounds in hotels. And this one is the Figi Hotel in Zeist. This is the door, and it has an escape map. So when there's something like a calamity, you can do, and then you could find your way to outside, out. Yeah. Well, most modern hotels, they don't have keys anymore. Most doors are operated by a card instead of keys. Just like this one, and you can see the door. And it has a deadbolt, so you can close the door. Well, yeah. This is not a suite. This is a hotel room. Hopefully I'll do the suite pretty soon. But this is a comfort room, as they would call it. Well, at this place you could store your empty suitcases. There's even a hook to, well, let's say, hang a jacket. This is the bathroom. It's nice, spacious. It has a washing basin, a bathtub, and you could use the bathtub as a shower as well. And this hotel is, as they would say, environmentally friendly. So they don't have special soap containers, they have that. Just squeeze and it will come out. Yeah. Well, gotta quit smoking. The toilet, and it has one good side of it, because when you pee, you don't look in the mirror. Many hotels do this, and I just don't have any idea why. But they do. Well, we have seen the bathroom. Now let's go to the cabinets. This is where you store your clothes. Like so. Some hangers, a very small safe. And then I really mean very small. I have never ever seen a safe this small ever in any hotel I've ever been. But this is the safe. And you could get the key from the reception. This is also something I haven't seen before, because most of the hotel safes have a secret code you can compose yourself. But in this hotel, it's still a key. And strangely enough, also a hairdryer. This I also have never seen before. So this is quite a quirky hotel. Yeah. But it's a hairdryer in the clothing cabinet. Well, it's new. This, well, you could store something over there. I don't know what. But also something else. This room has a closed clothing cabinet, not open. That's also, well, not very often. This doesn't happen very often as well. And, well, we got a coffee machine here. It's, well, the pads, they just look like Nespresso. But they also don't look like them. So it's something that resembles it, but isn't. And I guess it is a special proprietary system, coffee system for hotels. Yeah, well, the coffee is good, so that's okay. And, well, the quality is good. It's a very good espresso, but it's a very special system. Well, also, it got a boiler, a water cooker. But then, it should be over there, but you just can't see a socket to get electricity. So, it was brought over there because, well, ta-da, there's a socket. Well, this hotel quite has its quirks, indeed. Well, there's a socket over there as well. But then, right next to the bed, no sockets. Also something you don't see that often anymore. But it has 2 tables next to the bed and 2 good beds. Unfortunately, the cameraman put its, well, crap all over the beds, but that doesn't matter. It has a desk and it has some lovely pictures of old movies. And some kind of lady, I don't know who she is, but she's there. Lawrence of Arabia, well, guess it's some kind of a cabaret, and another picture from times bygone. Well, that's also the theme of the hotel, because there's also a cinema connected to it. And I forgot something. Just have a look. Well, nowadays we have the environment. Well, and everything is polluting, and everyone needs to economize on electricity. Believe it or believe it not. But it is. Well, it's what some people do nowadays. And in this hotel, you don't get a mini bar automatically in the rooms. You have to rent it. Yeah, you have to rent it for €10 a night. So I rented a Mobicool, and it's quite a cute refrigerator, indeed. It's maybe not the biggest one, but it will do, because you just won't store any big things, like turkeys or so. Just a few cans, and that's what it can do. So it's pretty good. and I'm very happy with it. Yeah, well, you can see it over here. And Figi is a Go Green hotel. That's why we don't have a mini fridge as standard in our hotel rooms, and save around 35,000 kilowatt hours per year. Need a fridge? Rent a mini fridge at our reception for €10 per day. Based on availability, Figi donate €1 to the worldwide fund. Figi Hotel. Well, that's pretty noble. And it's good. Then we have a few drawers beneath. And well, empty, you can fill them. It's up to you. And the other one, empty as well. Well, you got a job to do. Yeah. Well, then we go to the desk. And still, again and again, you can see the theme of cinema. Because this is what's it called? It's where you could store old 35mm film in. Maybe it has ever been, and maybe not. But it looks like a film cover. Yeah. And there's a welcome ticket. Probably. Yeah, you could watch a movie. Well, that's pretty nice. And, well, you get the posters of movies from bygone age. I kind of like it. And also, if you look at you can see I gotta quit smoking. The holes as they are in a film. So they just continue with the theme, and I kind of like it. Then there's a screen of a, quite nice size. It's not too big and not too small. You just don't need a binocular lens to watch it from your bed. You can see it clearly. And then, in the good old days, this was, well, with the screens, with the bulb, or whatchamacall them. This screen was humongous. And now, well, in the LCD days, it's considered small, but it's still a good size, a very good size to watch movies. You don't need to stretch your neck, and you don't need binoculars or anything. It just works. Very good. At the desk, you have over here, you have 3 sockets. So you can charge your phone, laptop, and let's say shaver, because the hairdryer is already in the cabinet. Then there is a quite nice looking chair, and it's pretty comfortable indeed. And a little table where you could put on your drink or whatever you want. And then there's a light. It's also probably also has something to do with movies. And I kind of like it. And well, it's also the holes for the film. Well, yeah. Nowadays we don't use celluloid film anymore, but we use hard drives, digital, 4K, 8K, and whatever. And this is the bed. 2 lights, and the light switch, which is pretty handy if you want to go to the toilet or something. You don't have to bump your leg or something, or your feet, which is pretty nasty. Also good so you can wake up, but you don't need to, because here's the light. Light on, light off. And this is the table you have next to your bed. So you could put something like, well, a book or something over there. Well, unfortunately, these rooms don't have any view. And I have the window open, so I have to keep this curtain down, otherwise you get stung by any insect you don't want. So, well, this is the room, and we already tried the beds, and it's good. Really it is. And I already slept one night over here, and I like it. Well, just one thing, there are still corona restrictions going on, because, well, it's still a terrible disease. And, well, as it comes from China, it's pretty nasty. And so there are no roommates during your stay. And these are still the so-called corona measurements. So, well, the room won't be made every day, but that isn't bad. Well, at least if you stay for a few days, 2 or 3 days, 3 nights, it would be okay. But these are corona measurements. And I'm very happy that I can stay in a restaurant, in a hotel, and go to a restaurant, have a nice meal, and go to a hotel. So you won't hear me complaining. But still, this is, what's the situation? This is a status quo right now. But I can stay in a hotel anymore again. And so I'm happy. Yeah. Well, anyway, this is the hotel room, and I would quite say, just try one of these rooms. This is a comfort room, and you could try it. And maybe when the coronavirus has passed over, or whatever, let's say vaccines do work, or, well, there are still so many uncertainties going on right now, but hopefully it will be over pretty soon, and then you could all stay in a hotel with all the, well, let's say, as it was before the coronavirus. And in the meantime, I love this hotel and I like the beds. So I'm going to enjoy it, and I'm going to leave you there. Thank you for watching, of course. Thank you for watching. And I would tell you, have a nice and pleasant evening. And I would say I could catch some seas pretty soon again. And I will be very satisfied. Oh, bye-bye, bye-bye, bye, bye! Turn off that camera, will you?